Hello everybody and welcome to Ian's Bricks. So I've been building quite a lot of Lego recently, and one thing I wanted to do is show you all of the different Animal Crossing sets that have been released so far by Lego. Animal Crossing is a theme that started in March of 2024. Animal Crossing, if you don't know, is a Nintendo game. It's something that I don't really know a lot about. I haven't played the game, but I do actually like the sets, and in particular I like the minifigures that come with these sets. I think they're really good. For me it's very much very similar-ish to the Fabuland theme back in the 70s and 80s. Not that I bought a lot of that back in the time, but it's a theme that I quite like. Yeah, this is a really nice theme. Obviously, it's aimed at probably younger people, and it's based on the Nintendo game, which I haven't actually played, so I don't know a lot about. But there's some really nice sets in here, but particularly it's the minifigures that I actually like. There are 7 different sets behind me that you can see. There are 5 box sets here, so the box sets you can pretty much get from anywhere, lego.com and online and different retailers as well. There's also a small polybag here which was a gift with purchase at the beginning of March, and there's also the small build that you could build inside of Lego stores. I actually got this from the Lego house in Denmark when I went over there in the middle of March, so I'm really pleased to have been able to get this set as well. So I just wanted to talk through some of the sets, show you some of the details in some of them, not go into too much depth, but show you what each set's about, and particularly I'll go through the minifigures and tell you which one of them, for whatever reason, are my favourites. I'm going to start off with the most expensive set. And this is the set. It's called Nook's, Cranny and Rosie's house. You actually get 2 buildings with this and 2 figures. You get obviously Rosie and Nook. Yeah, nice set this, but I think it's overpriced. You get 535 pieces in this set. It's priced at $64.99 here in the UK, $74.99 in US dollars and in euros. So that makes it quite an expensive set. It's quite a nice build. You get 2 instruction booklets with it, 1 with each house. You get bags 1 to 4 which make up the house, and you get the 5, 6 and 7 which make up Nook's Cranny. I'll just show you the inside of each of the buildings. This is the inside of Tom Nook's Cranny. It's basically a shop, and you get a few sort of weird little items like a guitar and a bucket and a radio. You get a desk on here, and also you get this little fridge here with a couple of tiles in there. All of the tiles, by the way, within this set are actually printed. So this on the front is printed, and you also have this particular thing here, which is like a notice board, and you have this sort of cooler unit, I think, and there is a carrot in there, I think. Let me just take that off. So yeah, it's all very nicely done. It goes together well. I just think the interior of it is a little bit bland. There's not a lot going on in there, but yeah, it's not too bad. You obviously have all this sort of open top and open back, and then we also have Rosie's house as well. And this is the interior here. A little bit more going on here. All of these items can be taken out and rearranged. They do show you in the instructions. They don't have to go in this order. We have a little chair and a lamp and a stove, a cooker, a bed here, and another printed tile there. So lots more going on, I think, in this particular house here. You also have some extra windows as well. That's apparently part of the game. So the windows on the house can actually be removed. There we go, and replaced with the different windows if that's what you want to do. There are 2 figures with this set. We get Tom Nook here. He's got a nice printed chest here. Obviously all of the heads are exclusive. We get a little tail on there as well, which is fitted separately. That's a little bit rubbery, so it won't break. So yeah, quite a nice figure. A slightly odd expression, but I think the expressions and the look of these figures are very similar to how the game looks. And then we also have Rosie as well. I actually quite like the Rosie figure with the pointy ears on here, and we get a little jumper which is quite nice. A little tank top thing. Again, we have a tail on this one which is a little bit rubbery, a little bit bendy. So a couple of nice figures in that one. Let's go and have a look at the next most expensive set. And that is set 77049, Isabelle's house visit. You get 2 figures with this, which are Isabelle and Fauna. Fauna's this character here. Isabelle is this one on the left. You get a nice little house build with this one. It's 389 pieces. Much better price on this one. It's $34.99 in the UK, $39.99 in US dollars and in euros. Let's take a closer look at the house. Similar details inside to the other house really. We've got a bed and a cooker and a few other things, a little clock on there. Again, nice printed pieces in here. We have a little printed picture on the side there as well. We have smoke coming out of the chimney, which is quite a nice little feature. One thing I do like about this is you have this sort of little side built here with a floating present and the trees. I do like the trees. I know they're a little bit cartoony, but I actually quite like how they look. I think they're very, very nice. This is a piece as well that I really, really like, which appears in a lot of these Animal Crossing sets, and it's this sort of tree root piece here, which I think looks really, really good. So they do use that quite a lot in quite a lot of these different sets. And again, like the other set, we do get 2 additional window pieces, which you can swap out for the window pieces in the set. The 2 minifigures that we get are again both exclusive. All the figures in these sets are exclusive. We have Isabelle here. She's got a nice head actually. I like the way that's been done. It's sort of double coloured and some printing on there as well. We have some mid-size legs here in the sort of this yellowy colour. A nice sort of printed top with a little skirt piece as well. And we do have printing on the back there. And we also have Fauna. And again, this has got some mid-size legs in this sort of dark orange colour. Again, some nice printing, some printing on the back of the head there as well, as you can see, as well as the front. I love how the ears stick out on this one, and a nice sort of jumpery kind of coat there as well. I think of the larger of the 2 sets, I think this one is definitely better value. You get a nice building in this. There's a few little features in here which is nice. You get the 2 figures and yeah, I just think for the price I think this is a lot better value than the larger set. Let's have a look at some of the other smaller sets. So this is set 77048, Kapp'n's Islands Boat Tour. We get again 2 figures in this one. We get Kapp'n and we get Marshall, and this set has 233 pieces and is priced at $24.99 here in the UK, $29.99 in US dollars and $29.99 in euros. This is basically just sort of a beach scene. I have to say it's probably not one of my favourite ones. There's not a lot going on here. You get some decent pieces and some bases. The tree builds are quite fun. You get the little green coconuts underneath there, which are quite nice. And you get this sort of little island build at the back here, which this little piece does come off there. And you can find little treasures and things within this particular set. But yeah, it's probably not one of my favourite sets out of all of them. I just think it's more of a filler set. You do also get this boat as well with it, which I quite like how this went together. Just a plain white boat, nothing too special, with a little built outboard motor on the back there. So yeah, not too bad, but not one of my favourite sets. The 2 figures that you get with this set is this one here, which is Marshall. Marshall's got a little sort of squirrel tail on the back there, a nice sort of printed jumper on there. Again, I do like the print on there. He looks a little bit grumpy, not quite sure why he's so grumpy. I love the purple ears on there as well. Some printing on the back. And with this one we have the small unmovable sort of children's size legs on this one. And then we have Kapp'n here. Probably my least favourite of the minifigures, I think, in all of this series. We've got some mid-sized legs on there and some printing on the torso, which are quite nice. But yeah, I just don't like the head on this one. It's got closed eyes. We've got printing around the head, which is quite nice, and some little sunglasses that you can put on top. But I just don't particularly like the look of this one for whatever reason. Actually, some decent printing on the back of the shirt as well, and some dual moulded arms there as well. Next set then is this one, 77047, Bunny's Outdoor Adventures. This set has 164 pieces, is priced at $17.99 in the UK, $19.99 in US dollars and in euros, and you get 1 minifigure with this. And I have to say, this is probably one of my favourite minifigures of the entire series. I love this bunny figure here. Love the ears, how they sort of just stand up really straight. The colouring on here is great with the red. We have this little jumper on, a nice smiley face as well. We have some back printing, and we have some of the red mid-size legs. I really, really like this particular figure, and the scene is quite nice. I mean, it's still slightly a filler set, but we have this little tent piece here, which is quite cute. It's just fairly simply made with some 2 larger pieces here which fold over. But we have the campfire, we have a little tree area here that's raised, a little waterfall, another area here with another little sort of secret in there. Another one of these trees. I really do like these trees, this time with cherries on. And we also have a play feature with this. And one of the accessories you get which go in this little here, we get the little butterfly net with a butterfly, but we get this pole as well, and this pole here can attach in this piece here which does move, so you can move that back and forth and get Bunny to jump across the waterfall. So that's just a nice little play feature on there. I think of all of the smaller sets, this is definitely my favourite one. And that takes us on to this set here, 77046, Julian's Birthday Party. Now this is probably my least favourite of all of the box sets, just because there's really not a lot going on here. It's quite a lot of filler. I do quite like the pink tree, and we get the one minifigure here which is Julian. We get these little presents here, one of which I think you can open. I think it's probably this one here, and there's stuff inside of there. But yeah, there's just not really a lot going on this with this set. It's 170 pieces. It retails at $12.99 here in the UK, so it's not too expensive. $14.99 in US dollars and in $14.99 in euros, sorry. But yeah, there's just sort of not too much going on. We get a couple of balloons, a lamppost, a tree, and it's just all filler stuff really. And I think it's just a little bit disappointing there's not a little bit more in that. I mean, the figure itself is okay. I don't like how the eyes are closed, don't know why, whether that's part of the game. The figure itself, the head actually looks quite good. There's all sorts of stuff going on. We've got the unicorn tail and lots of bits sticking out, but I think the eyes closed make it look a bit weird. Nice top. We've got some full-size legs in this figure, which I think is the only one that comes in full-size legs, and the torso print is quite nice. And that is on the back as well, but there's just something about the with the eyes closed which looks very, very odd. And this is really it. We just sort of get a little party scene here, and it's yeah, there's just not really much going on with this. This is probably the least favourite of all of the sets for this Animal Crossing theme. Next up we have the Polybag, which is 30662, Maple's Pumpkin Garden. This is the Polybag here, nothing too special with that, but I do like this build. It's nothing too much going on here. Obviously it's only a small build. It was a gift with purchase, but you get this little taller piece here with a ladder and the tree, the pumpkin garden here, and we also get Maple, and I do like the Maple figure. I love the smiley face on this one, and we have the short legs on this one, which is slightly disappointing. I would have maybe liked to see mid legs on that one, but I love the little tree logo on the front of the jumper. That's really, really cute. So I think for a small build, there's not a lot going on, but it is what it is. It comes in a poly bag, but yeah, you just sort of get a few new elements. Obviously you get this tree piece as well, with this this little piece at the bottom here, which I quite like with the roots on it. That's quite nice. So yeah, altogether I think this is a great little set, and of course you do get this exclusive figure in this particular set as well. And finally we have this set here. So this was a store exclusive where you had to build it in store. I'm not sure if you will ever be able to get these again, but this is basically a smaller version of Isabelle's house, and it basically has 87 pieces. You get the instruction manual here, which I'll just sort of zoom out. It's a really big instruction manual for a small set, but you can see here this is what you picked up in store. I was able to keep this, so yeah, lots of pieces in this, lots of little pieces, but it's just a nice little thing, nothing too special, but it really, really does look like Isabelle's house. If I show you what they look like side by side, you'll see what I mean. So here's the full-scale Isabelle's house at the side. You can see it pretty much matches. We have the red door here, we have the tree that you can put at one side, we have even the flowers and the post box. The roof looks similar with the chimney breast as well. So yeah, nice little interpretation of the smaller version of the Isabelle's house. I think it was a really, really nice thing to be able to pick up at the Lego store. In total there are 9 minifigures that you can collect so far in the series. These are my favourites from left to right. So on the left, totally my favourite. I love this bunny figure, it's really good. Second favourite is Maple, really, really nice thing. It's the t-shirt really, I think, that does it for me. I love it. And third is Rosie. Then we have Isabelle. This is Marshall here in the middle of the pack. And then the rest of them we have Fauna, Tom Nook, and my least two favourites are Julian and Kapp'n. And what's nice about the whole series, of course, is you can mix and match everything. You don't have to keep everything in the sets that they are. I've just sort of laid this out. It's a little bit messy, I know, but I just wanted to show you what it looks like when it's all compact. And I think it actually, if you sort of spent a bit of time and laid it out a little bit better than this, I think it would look really, really good. I think for me, the building experience of these is quite nice. The sets are okay, nothing too special, but for me, it's kind of all about the minifigures, really. I really do like these, and I think I will continue to buy the sets and collect the minifigures minifigures for my own personal collection, because I do really like them. I think they're really good. I said the builds themselves are okay. They do remind me a little bit of Fabuland, especially with these sort of larger doors and things like that in the windows, and it is a nice sort of build-in set, not too difficult to build, and I think when they're all together, I think these look really good. There we have it. That's pretty much everything for the Animal Crossing theme for now. I do know that LEGO will be producing more sets as the year goes on, so keep an eye out for those. I think there's definitely a couple more for the summer of this year. Yeah, I'll be definitely be getting those sets at some stage and getting the extra additional minifigures. I'm sure there's going to be some more exclusive minifigures coming out. Which one of the sets do you like the best? And which is your favourite minifigure? Do let me know in the comments. That's always much appreciated. But that's pretty much it for now. I hope you like this overview of the Animal Crossing theme. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, take care and I'll see you then. Bye for now.